Are you interested in the Cherokee Village, Arkansas area? Well, today I'm going to take a tour of one of the neighborhoods because there is a house for sale there that I'd like to show you, and it'll be at the end of this video. But this will give you an opportunity to at least see one of the neighborhoods and see how many areas are not developed. There's a lot of vacant land and it's wooded areas. But if you are more interested in other parts of Cherokee Village, I have another tour that's going to start where this one starts in a different way. So we went down the hill to Papoose Park in the last video, and this one we're going to go towards the center of Cherokee Village, towards Los Indios, the timeshare area, and then over to Okmulgee Drive and to Schmingo Drive. So come and take a look at Cherokee Village, Arkansas. Hi, I'm Laura Clute with Ozark Realty, and I work with lakefront sellers who are animal owners. And today we're going to take a tour of one of the neighborhoods in Cherokee Village. We're just up from town center. I'm on Okmulgee Drive, and I just left the intersection of Cherokee Road. You probably won't be able to see the sign because it's going to be on the left, but the Thunderbird Center is just off to the left here. See it, it's just coming over the hill on the left. The brown sign with the yellow letters. So it says Thunderbird Center, Miniature Golf, Swimming Pools, Historical Society, Community Center. On the right you can see the sign for United Methodist Church. But you can also see that this land here is largely undeveloped. There's many lots in Cherokee Village. There's one that we have for sale that are not developed, and you can buy those lots. We have many lots for sale and not develop them and still have access to the amenities of Cherokee Village. You don't have to do absolutely nothing to them, but if you do want to build on them, you will have to have a septic system and water lines, of course, and electric lines put to the property so you can put your house in. So there's a few houses here. And then right up ahead is a large center. It used to be called Fountain Place, and it was more of like an assisted living. They had several individual apartments, and then they also had food, like, and entertainment activities for people to get involved in. But unfortunately, it was supported by the churches in the area, as well as the people that live there did pay to stay there, but they weren't able to keep it afloat. So it has been recently purchased by an individual, and is being made into individual apartments. So it's still available for use. It's just not what it used to be. And then there's another church here that recently moved over to a Pentecostal church. We're going to take a left here and stay on Okmulgee Drive. You're not going to really see it in the video, but there is a sign there for Los Indios. It's off to the left. It is a timeshare area that we have in Cherokee Village. It has its own pools and access to the lake. Those can be rented nightly, or you can own one, like I said, as a timeshare. There's still not a lot of houses on this street on Okmulgee Drive. It is one of the main streets that will get you to many areas. As you can see, we turned. The road does turn. If you would have turned right there instead of left, you would have gone on Cherokee Road, and that would have taken you to the North Golf Course. I know you can't see it, but on our left is going to be, you can't really see it, but it is Lake Thunderbird. There's a few roads off here that go to Lake Thunderbird. And like I said, any property owner in Cherokee Village is going to have access to the amenities. So even though you don't have lakefront property, there's several what they call parks where there's undeveloped areas that are not buildable because of the slope or the rockiness or different reasons. And so they're owned by, most of them are owned by SID, the Suburban Improvement District. And so they are public access. So people can go to the lakes through those, or you can go to the marina and put your boat in. So there is ways to get access to the lakes without owning property on the lake. There's also, on Lake Sequoyah, there's a beach where there's a sandy area that's also public access to anybody that's a property owner. If you, for example, though, stay at one of our nightly rentals, you can get guest cards where you can access those amenities as well at no additional charge. The beach is completely free. If you want to go to the community centers and use the pools, there is a small fee, like $1 or $2, so that they can maintain those pools. The Thunderbird Center pool is, as far as I know, up and running, but the Lake Omaha pool is not. It's under repairs and maintenance. And the pools are only open, I believe, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, which is our busiest season for tourism. So as you can see, there's only just a few houses along this road, Okmulgee Drive, and that's kind of what you'll see throughout Cherokee Village, except when you get on the more popular areas like the lakes or the golf courses. There's about as many houses on the opposite side of the road as there is on the side of the road that you can see. We're coming up on Tishomingo Drive, and we're going to take a drive down the lake neighborhood. So you can see even here, even though this is lakefront property along here, that there is not any houses. This is the start of a cove, so there's not a lot of water depth right here. This first house here on the right is what we'll have a tour of for you after we go through this neighborhood. This house recently sold for $270,000. And then you can see that the houses get much more closer together. You can see a little bit of the lake there. There are still some lots not developed on this street as well. You can see we're in an election year with our signs in the yards. But you kind of get an idea of what this neighborhood looks like. This happens to be a circle drive, and then there's a few roads that come off of this, including Tishomingo Trace. So we'll go down here, give you an idea a little bit more of the neighborhood. This street does not have any vacant lots. There is houses right next to each other, but there's still on average a half to a third of an acre. Many times, even with lakefront property, you'll see where property owners have a lot on an extra lot or a lot on both sides for privacy, but usually that's on the smaller lakes. The larger lakes in general have house on top of house, but it's not like a large city where you literally don't have a yard. You still can see that these have decent front and backyards. And so that is the neighborhood of Tishomingo Drive. And you can see how close it was to Town Center, because that's where we started our video. Town Center, if you don't watch the other video, Town Center has a post office, a bank, city hall, a deli, and Dollar General. So there really is some just really basic amenities. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with over 2,700 square feet. It has both carpet, tile, and hardwood floors. We're on the main level of the home. It sits on 3 lots, so it's over an acre of property. All the appliances are included. It is an all-electric home. And it comes with an elevator, so you don't have to worry about using the stairs to get to each level. It is on the main level in the laundry room, And on the lower level, it comes into what the seller uses as an office. This property has been reduced $25,000 in price. It did have a brand new roof in August of 2022. This is the larger bedroom on the main level. And it shares the hall bath with the other bedroom. There is 2 full kitchens. Both have a stove hookup and a refrigerator hookup. There is the shop area under the garage, the 1-car garage, and there's also a shed in the backyard. That closet to the left has the water heater and the furnace, so you can access it. And then the larger bedroom on this level, it also has the water softener. So it's easy to get to all the things to maintain them. This carpet is in very good condition and it's a nice neutral color, so I think that most people would be happy to keep it in their home. There's also this bathroom that's shared by both of these bedrooms, and it's been updated with a walk-in shower so that you have easy access if you don't like to crawl in and out of a tub. And it's got the safety bars also. There's also custom cabinets in both this room, which could be a sewing room or a bedroom, that can stay or go. Included in the closet is even miniature little shelves for all your little knickknacks or storage or whatever you would need to put away. This driveway comes all the way down to this level so that you could drive down to it, you could take the elevator down, you could walk down, you could take the steps. There's all kinds of different options on how to get to each level. And there's also a plug-in, so if you wanted to park your RV, you could do that as well right there. There's steps so you can get to the upper or lower level on the outside of the home as well as the inside of the home. And the sidewalk winds down to the dock, so it's easy to get up and down to the water as well. And the dock has recently been replaced as well, and the septic tank was replaced when this owner bought the home, so it is fairly recently updated as well. This gives you a chance to see the neighborhood. You can see that there's one house across the street, but it's really pretty private. There's nobody across from the lake either. There's one house kind of kitty corner. But Lake Thunderbird is a 264-acre lake. At the dam, it has a maximum depth of 75 feet, but average of the lake is about 25. It has over 7 miles of shoreline, and it is a fishing, speedboating, tubing, skiing, all the fun stuff on the Wake Lake. There is some other houses for sale nearby, like on this finger is Tishomingo, and all the way down at the end of this finger is Tishomingo Trace, and number 4 Tishomingo Trace is for sale for $299,500. And then on, like, straight across, there's another kind of peninsula there. You can see the marina over to the right, and so you kind of get an idea how far away it is from Tishomingo. So that finger that's coming out there, that's Winnebago, and there's a house for sale for $529,900 on Winnebago. And we're kind of going over Saginaw Circle right now in the middle, and then on the right is going to be Wahoo Drive, and there's a house just listed for sale at 25 Wahoo for $399,000. And right across from the marina in that little cove is a house for sale at 6 Coosa for $309,500. On the left, the commercial building is Dollar General, and that little building that kind of had cars all parked around it is Carol's Lakeview Restaurant. It's very popular in our area for breakfast. You can rent spots at that marina where you dock your boat. That's where people dock their boat when they don't necessarily have a lakefront property. And right behind it is a park that you can use to access the lake to put your boat in. Or you can
they always set fireworks off on the dam, so you can enjoy the fireworks. Again, it's showing the canal that takes you over to Lake Sequoyah on the left. Lake Sequoyah is a no-wake lake, and it's a 75-acre lake with about 55 feet at the maximum dam and over 2 miles of shoreline. And there is one house for sale on Lake Sequoyah, 14 West Lakes Estates for $315,000. And you can see just down from the dam on Lake Sequoyah, there's kind of a big building there. That's where there's a lot of storage that they have RV storage or boat storage. And then right below that dam on Lake Sequoyah is Lake Cherokee. And that's just 3 of the lakes that you would have access to as a homeowner in Cherokee Village. There is one house for sale on Lake Cherokee. It's at 1 West Lake Shore. It's $335,000. It's going to be closer to the farther end of that property. So this gives you a good idea of properties. So you can see the canal really good right there at the bottom of the screen. That's that little loop right there that brings you right into Lake Sequoyah. And this is where you can put your boat in at Lake Sequoyah, right there where those 2 little docks are. And you can drive across the dam. And so all 3 of those lakes are really close together. So it's a really nice location to have a home right between all those lakes. And you still get another good view of Lake Thunderbird there. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Lake Thunderbird area neighborhood, what a Lake Thunderbird house looks like, some videos of Lake Thunderbird itself. Take a look at this other video of another neighborhood tour in Cherokee Village.